be, y'all. Good afternoon, people. We're live. Long time no see. It's been a couple days. It's been a couple days. Hey, it looks like we got notifications. You know something I realized? Maybe me streaming so much, like every day, maybe that freaks out the notifications. I don't know. Seems like it's good to go now. Wait for people to get in here. Got a few things to talk about. What's up, Fry? How you doing, man? How are you, Fry? I literally just woke up, guys. I had the fucking as a DC5 owner with really nice interior. Fucking, I gotta say, I had the worst nightmare. You guys are gonna laugh. I had this dream. I was driving around my car and I was like, almost like picking people up. It wasn't anybody I knew, but apparently in the dream I did. And all these motherfuckers are like treating my interior like it's like a Geo Metro. They're like scuffing their feet in my carpet. This one motherfucker's like, "Can we stop at McDonald's?" Starts eating a Big Mac. Lettuce is flying everywhere. The drink lid comes off an orange soda. Fucking spilling shit everywhere. I was like, it's like a fever dream, man. Shit was horrible. What's up, Kev? It works. Your ears ringing. Christian said, Christian just said you haven't streamed in 4 days, then you log in live. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta take a break. I mean, I was still streaming on the game channel a little bit here and there, playing poker and shit, but I don't know. I feel like if I stream every single day, it's a lot of like the same repetitiveness, same like topics and stuff. And it'll probably still be the same topics, but it'll feel new again. Man, it's crazy. I think it's already August 5th, man. In 1 month and 1 day, I turned 32 years old. I can't say I'm happy with that. 32. I don't feel 32. But yeah, fucking Matt, one topic I want to talk on. The fuck's going on in Beirut? Kev says, dude, I hate people like that. Took some friends to the dispensary last week and they were all just like blobbing around, scuffing shit up, drinking sodas. Dude, that shit happened. Ejectocito, cuz. Walk your ass down the fucking road. Seriously. Like, I don't eat in my car. I don't eat. And I'm the one that owns the car and would be careful enough to eat if I wanted to. But like having greasy hands, the smell, I want my car to be as new as possible, you know? Fucking nothing like new car smell, you know what I mean? Fresh interior, fresh glue, fresh fucking panels, you know? But yeah, it was a fuck dream. I woke up, I was like, blah. Felt like I wanted to fucking vomit everywhere. But yeah, this Beirut shit, man. I've been kind of Honda Man VTech, obviously. He sends me links every fucking 5 seconds on Facebook. It's to the point where like I don't even know how to describe it, guys. When somebody bombards you with links like galore, I'm talking like 5 a day, and they're not your like either immediate family, best friend, or some shit like that, kind of gets annoying. It's like every day, bling, and it's like at weird times too. It's like 5 a.m. and shit. I'm like, I'm fucking sleeping, bud. What do you want me to do? But he sent me that clip, and I thought it was CGI. I literally thought it was CGI. I was like, dude, that's fake. I've seen a video of a fucking drop zone, one of those drop zone ride like attractions that goes like up, then it drops down. But this one went up, and then the fucking pole extends, and then at the very top it keeps going all the way to the top, and then it turns into a fucking carousel, and that shit's CGI. You know, this motherfucker says I should have stuck to doing porno. That's right. But yeah, then like I don't know, when I walked downstairs, I saw the news. They're like, explosion in Beirut, and I'm like, oh shit, that's real. Wow. I'll chime in with my 2 cents. I don't think it's like a manufacturing explosion. That shit was a bomb. The way it looks, fucking looks like a bomb. Looks like almost like a miniature mushroom cloud. Kev says, "Yeah, shit was wicked, dude. If you freeze frame it, like, you know, take your space bar on the clip and like do like, you know, watch it really slow, fucking, or you can watch it in slow motion. Either way, fucking, that shit is unreal. And what makes no sense to me, this is what doesn't make sense to me: a blast of that magnitude, right? Like a dozen people killed, thousands injured, thousands, only 12 people killed. That's kind of odd. That blast should like kill like hundreds of people. I mean, luckily it didn't, but I'm saying scientifically, physics, all that shit should have fucked up like 500 people. Kev says the death toll is 500 plus right now, 3,700 plus. And dude, see, the news said dozens of people killed, hundreds injured. See, that's why you can't trust the news, man. And how funny is that, Kev? I literally just hit the nail on the head with all my pseudo science and physics, right? And said at least like, you know, about 500 people should probably be killed. This man says, take that beanie off. You holding something or what? Bro, I should be real with you, Chris Ramirez. You should probably like keep it car related, man. It's getting boring as fuck. Kev says, well, it's Lebanon, so information takes a while to get out. No organization. True. But like, how are you going to go from 12, dozens killed, 12, 24, 36, 48, whatever, 48 people killed, then it spikes up to 500. Like, our news here should be like, that shit fucked a lot of people up. But they don't want to do that because that would ensue chaos. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's wild style. The fucking world, man. The fucking world. That's all I got to say. But yeah, fucking another reason I haven't been streaming. I've power washed this whole fucking house. Yep, that's right. Did the fucking porch steps on the side. Those look brand new. Did the front porch. The front porch took a hot minute, dude. Our front porch is like 25 feet long. You got a ceiling above it. It's all nasty. You got railings. You got the side of the house. You got the steps. That shit took forever. And not to mention in the middle of it, in a 2-day stretch, I only got 3 hours in each day because it started fucking rainstorming because of this hurricane shit, which ain't no fun. And a fun fact for you guys, power washing the ceiling, you're going to get wet. You're going to get fucking water park wet. So get your fucking hazmat suit out. Oh, party foul. Let's see what the fuck. Service reminder. Your service runs out in 7 days. Great. Do you have a surface cleaner? I used on the house, on the side in the house, I used like house cleaner, like this like concentrated shit in a jug. That shit fucking did nothing. I mean, it worked a little bit, but not much. And then I had brick and concrete cleaner for the fucking steps for the bricks. And that shit literally did nothing. The power washer does. It doesn't really loosen the stuff up. The power washer is what fucking loosens everything up. But dude, you got to think the fucking steps in the house had never been power washed or pressure washed before. And we've been here for like, I don't know, 16, 18 years. So like the fucking steps, the bricks, I'm talking red bricks, fucking were black. I'm talking like a blackish green because like all the mildew and algae. So like I would take the pressure washer to that bitch and it would cut through it like butter and make it look like a brand new brick. It was crazy. So probably, I don't know, it's probably like 1,000 bricks, taking like a minute or two for each brick, like getting it super clean, hitting it multiple passes. That shit took a hot minute. Where are we at? Kisses. Apparently they found a bunch of leftover materials when they were doing renovations and stored it at the port. It was supposed to be moved for a few years, but they forgot ammonium nitrate. Wow. There's a couple of videos of right as it started. You can see the bright red toxic cloud of chemicals. That's crazy. Because like that kind of like blast. I mean, if you think about a bomb, right? A fucking bomb is chemicals. So if you have chemicals like stored improperly, like ammonium nitrate, or like let's say like, you know, the shit that makes nitroglycerin. Nitroglycerin is probably the most powerful explosive on the fucking planet. You know what I mean? Which is pretty wild stuff. I'm selling my car to get a little truck, Chevy Colorado ZL71, to push on my power washing business. Wait, you're selling what car? Selling your Grimace Mobile? What's up, Mitchell? How you doing? How's it hanging? Kicking it, man. Kicking it. Woke up from a crazy ass dream where people were eating Big Macs in my car, getting my interior dirty. Wasn't a fan. Woke up and was like, ah! I don't know which one made me more mad in the dream. Some motherfucker had this kind of like giant fucking orange soda from McDonald's. And he fucking attempts to put it in the DC5 cup holder, which would never work. The lid pops off, orange soda spilling everywhere. Man. What's up, Aldo? What check engine light were you getting? What do you mean? In what regards? There's been many a check engine lights over the years. Yeah, I'm selling Thanos. You couldn't find the Infinity Stones? High Sea Orange Blast. Winning. Because of the Volt. Oh, well, technically it's not like a how would I describe it? It's not a check engine light you're gonna find when you like plug like an OBD2 scanner into your OBD2 port. You can only find it in K-Pro. And it's I don't remember the number, but it's called daughter board communication error, basically. So it hasn't come back. I think it was the tune got corrupted or my battery's a little weak. But dude, this is the craziest part. My fucking battery is putting out 14 volts. I've unplugged the wideband power source and I've unplugged the flex fuel power source. So basically, I just did that just to kind of put a band-aid on it just to see if the car performed fine without it. Now, I think the next step I'm going to do is, seeing as my wideband sensor's fucked up, and I could swap it out and just have a wideband sensor, but the flex fuel sensor is obviously the more important one. I'll plug the flex fuel sensor in and then basically, you know, tough. Yeah, I would lose it as well. Dude, it's like the worst dream to have. Somebody fucking up your like it was such a fucking strange dream. I don't know any of the people in this dream. They're just all random strangers, but it's like this cat pulls up and he's like, "Hey, I ain't got no," like, I'm sitting in a cul-de-sac, about to go somewhere, picking somebody up, and then someone else pulls up. It's like some guy and his daughter. He's like, "Hey, can I get a ride? I ain't got much gas." I was like, and he's like making fun of the car in the dream. He's like, can I get a ride? I ain't got much gas. I want to ride in the fuck, I can't remember what he said, but he's essentially calling the car a rice burner. He's like driving like a Nissan Maxima or something in the dream. And fucking I was like, no ticky, no laundry. I said that shit in the dream. And he's like, "Oh, come on, man." So I let him get a ride. And like once you get to the McDonald's portion of the dream where everyone's like fucking my car up real good, his little kid's in the back seat, like eating French fries, dropping French fries with ketchup on it and shit. It was a horrible dream. I woke up and I was all fucked up. It's getting long though. I remember when you cut it off a few months back. Yeah, and I mean, dude, I probably would go get a haircut, but I don't want to fucking sit in a chair getting a haircut and have to have a fucking face mask on. Like, I'm stubborn. I smoke cigarettes. I like fresh air. You know? You guys know the feeling when you got a face mask on, you got to breathe through cotton. It's not fun. It's not that much fun. Like, yeah, you're living, but you're not getting that this man said dude ran out to his car butt ass naked just to confirm it was a dream. Nah, man, I don't even need to walk out and confirm it was a dream. Although when I go out to my garage later and look at my car unscathed, I'll probably have a miniature victory, miniature celebration. Nah, Kev, I keep my shit triple padlocked. we got motherfucking the alarm on the car, the immobilizer security on the car, the garage doors closed, the side doors locked on the handle and the deadbolt. And not to mention, I got supersonic hearing. So if anybody were to fucking bust out a window or something, I would run out there with the amplifier power and unload on a motherfucker. I'd be like, "I'm sorry. Did you think this was the motor pool?" You're going to find a dried up dribble orange soda next time you clean the car. Now that's a mind fuck. Orange soda. Kel's been in my car. No, fucking you'll laugh though. All right, so see my thumb right there? I nicked myself on a brick when I was power washing or putting down the power washer. I don't even remember. Fucking so when I took a shower yesterday, this shit like opened back up and it was bleeding and I didn't even know it. So when I was on the K Pro, I accidentally got a little fucking drop of blood on my fucking Recaro. And granted, it's the passenger side one, the driver's side one in Japan, so it's not in great shape. It's not in bad shape, but you know, I haven't spilled anything on it. I got blood on it. And I was like wool lighting that motherfucker, like, "Come on, baby, get out." Fun fact for you guys. I learned this in the upholstery shop. If you get blood on like leather or a fabric, don't use cleaner right away. Spit on it. I know that sounds crazy, but something about your blood and your spit, it can lift it up, and then use cleaner if you can't get it out. I don't know what the science behind that is, but it's fucking weird. But what's everybody getting into today? How's y'all's days going? Lately, I've been playing poker. We've been trying to get people up on some poker. Me and Chris B got this man, Kurt Mullah, on poker. Fugzash says, do you think that guy from Driveway Demons had trouble registering his 0506 DC5 Type R in the States? Nah, there's definitely some kind of loophole around it. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like you're basically importing the car to a place like Florida or Pennsylvania or somewhere that doesn't do inspections, or like they do inspections, but they're super chill. You know what I mean? Like really fucking chill. But yeah, there's definitely a way. There's a couple people that have, I know, on Instagram, I think his name's like Hurt Feelings Luis. I don't understand that name. Like, what's up with the sad boy shit? Hurt feelings. I'm sad. Like, I've never understood that. But this guy Luis, not DC5R parts related. He sells right-hand drive vehicles. He imports them and sells them. And he honestly taxes the fuck out, selling like Accord Euro R wagon for like, I don't know, 19 or 20 grand. Seems mad taxed out. But he had a 0204 championship white DC5R. I saw it at Honda Day, and that goes to show you can get one in the United States and drive it. And then Driveway Demons had a 0506, and a couple others I think have imported them. But me personally, for the amount of like wiggling around and leg work you got to do to just get essentially a DC5R. See, you could say like, oh, bro, it's real. It's the real one. It's the Holy Grail. It's like, yeah, well, the Holy Grail cost you 25 grand. It's a stock K20A with nothing else. It's just right-hand drive, and it's a K20A with a Y2 M3 transmission. Yeah, it's got all the parts. It's got the Brembos. It's got everything I've done basically, because I've pretty much made a clone except for the right-hand drive, and the stitch welding on the chassis. But I'd rather have my setup, honestly. Would you rather have something you made? Like, it's going to cost you, I'd say, for a DC to import a DC5R, it's going to cost you between 25 and 30 grand, Mitch Shaw said, good, I just got to work. Nice. Kev says, I wish the Honda scene would just die already. Prices skyrocketed, and tried to buy a right-hand drive Del Sol before I snagged mine. They told me to pound sand when I offered 10.5K cash. Yeah, and that's funny because, like, let me look up our old pals J-Spec Auto. I'm honestly not happy with them right now. I'd already have the power folding mirrors on the car if they didn't act so fuckboyish. Oh yeah, you got to buy the doors too. I don't need the doors. I don't want the doors. The only doors I want are motherfucking Jim Morrison and Robbie Krieger and Ray Manzarek and John Densmore. Okay. So kick rocks. Imported right-hand drive cars. See what? Might as well pick up the new Type R for that price. Yeah. New Type R, man. Wow, they don't even have any more Del Sols. They sold them all. They got Ugh, that's one ugly ass 92 Prelude. I'm sorry. That thing's. Ugh. I mean, it's got H22A in it, which is cool and everything, but I don't know, Dave. New Type R is 40K plus all day. I just can't get into them, man. For that price range, I just can't get into them. I'm sorry. Like if that's your first Honda or your Honda project, like, bro, I got a FK8. It's just there's nothing Honda about it. That's the sad part. There's no it's as much Honda as a new Mach 5 Toyota Supra is BMW. You know what I mean? I mean, there's nothing Supra about the new Supra. It's a BMW. You know, it looks like a Jaguar meets a BMW. It doesn't look anything like the original Mark IV. There's no heritage, basically. And that's the same thing with the FK8. I'm not if you want to buy it as a daily and you're not into modifying Hondas, buy it. If you're rich, you got that rich boy life. Don't mind paying off, you know, a car note for like 5 to 7 years. That's cool, but I don't know. There's nothing Honda about it. I'm chasing a dream, guys. Remember when Hondas used to be high compression, high revving, NA monsters? What happened to that? Let's see. Mitch Shaw says, I really want to do a right-hand drive conversion on one of my DC5s. I've always wanted to do it to a car just for fun and experience. Oh, I think the experience, I think the experience of firewall swapping and doing the whole front clip swap and the carpet and all that stuff, that's a good project. I'm not saying it's not a good project. It's definitely a good project. Definitely the workflow of it and what you have to do. It's good content, you know? Like if I were to imagine tomorrow, guys, I woke up, bought a right-hand drive clip, we would have content for the next fucking 6 months. There would be videos. Y'all would be stocked on videos. I'd make that shit like a 50-part series. Seriously, there'd be so much work. It'd be like a 50-part series. I'd be like, starting, chopping the car, doing measurements, doing this, fucking firewall, fucking welding, fucking sanding, prepping, painting. Like, there'd be so much content. Unfortunately, I won't do it because I'm left-handed. I've sat in right-hand drive cars. It just feels taboo to me. And the roads aren't really set up they're not really set up, but you can drive. I'm not saying you can't drive a right-hand drive car here, but like it makes your life a headache. Kev says, I feel you, bro. I'm getting so much shit for going NAB series. Unless you want to use one with 20K miles and no second gear. And see, that's just the thing, man. Like, you know, like you're getting shit for going NAB or I can't even talk. NAB series. I was about to say NA beer series. And I'm getting shit from virtually everybody. Like, bro, why don't you slap a turbo on it? It's almost to the point where I want to slap a turbo on it just so people will shut the fuck up. Just make 400 horsepower. Be like, yeah, what now? Shut up. What do you got to say now? It would pretty much be, bro, you got to run more boost. I want to see 800 horsepower. 400's nothing. It's like, how many 400 horsepower cars do you own? Oh, I don't have a car. Cool, bro. See you next week. Like for a daily driver, dude, anything over 350 horsepower is going to be, it's going to be too much. It's going to get you in fucking trouble. Fry says 400 shoelaces. It's got those 400 shoe powers. Yeah, it says slap a turbo on so you spin 1 through 4 and get nowhere making a bunch of noise. Fuck that. Well, I mean, if I were to go turbo, just hypothetical, let's talk turbo. If I were to go turbo, I would get a baby ass turbo, one that could spool up so quickly that, you know, boost lag wouldn't be a thing. It'd be, I'm talking like a fucking turbo. I don't even know what I would get, man. Some little ass T3 flange turbo. But I would get a really small one and then run boost by gear. You know what I mean? So like, let's say the car makes, let's say modestly, the car makes 230 on pump gas. Get a turbo that if you ran like 8 pounds, 8 to 10 pounds, you'd make like 320, something small, not no 60, 64, 66 or some crazy shit. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to get something that needs to spool up, you know, it takes a long time to spool up. Mitch Shaw says, I'm going NA. A bunch of NA power is so much fun. That's what makes Hondas so awesome. That's what I'm saying. You got to work for the power. And like a prime example, like my fucking, and you guys don't know, my fucking, my mom, she traded in her Dodge Avenger and she got a fucking Dodge Charger RT that's like fully loaded because she drives all the time. She's driving, her job relocates her. She's like going on, you know, fucking road trips every weekend, every week, relocating from here to there to here to there. And she drives a lot. So fucking, she got this fucking Charger RT, the brand new one. And like, I'm not a new muscle car fan at all, but I'm going to say that thing is really nice. Like interior wise, it's the fucking one that's got two-tone seats, like Alcantara seats. It's got, you know, all the tech and stuff. It's got Sirius satellite radio, backup cameras, lane assist, all that bullshit. But that fucking thing, for being a giant boat, has a shitload of torque. I mean, you floor it and that fucker kicks you back in your seat. You know what I mean? So my point is, like, going to like driving that or riding in that, as opposed to like how our cars operate, like a NA fucking Del Sol with a B series or RSX that's all motor fucking bolt-ons, NA power. We have no torque. I mean, we really fucking don't have any torque. Like when you go to a car that's got like 390 feet-pounds of torque to, like, let's say, like cut that in more than in half, like 150, 180, whatever, you really got no torque. So you have to work for that power. You know what I mean? That's really what it comes down to. So with cars that have like high power, high torque, whether they're in a big V8 or a Honda that's got, you know, a turbo on it, fucking, you floor it and you're there already. So you can't keep going. It's not the same experience, you know? Like one of those Chargers can get up to 160 and it's nothing. You know what I mean? It doesn't even have to work hard for it. If I wanted to get up to 160, I would be frightened. Like 160 on the highway in a DC5, that would be white knuckling it. I would be scared. I'd be like, hope I don't hit a pebble. Hope there's not a dip in the road, because we're about to die. We're about to look like old Brian from Hassport out in the Bonneville salt flats in that fucking de-stroked K20 that's a 1.6 liter and does the 13 barrel rolls. That's what you would look like. For real though. I was on this DC5 owners Facebook group. Some guy comments and he says, you know, guys, I'm really just tired of having the hub of the phone with this fucking voicemail shit here. It's so goddamn annoying. I'm about to duct tape that motherfucker, cut the speaker off. But somebody posted, they're like, I have a DC5 and I want to do suspension. What are some good coilovers for under $800? And, you know, people spit out the normal banter. Oh, K-Tunes. Oh, Tines, you know, ground control, function of form, blah, blah. Then there was this one guy who's got a DC5 and a Evo 5. He's like, Öhlins DFV only. There's nothing that compares. And I'm like, ooh, okay. So I'm not crazy for thinking about spending $2,400 on coilovers because they're Öhlins. And I asked him, I was like, I was like, how long have you had yours? I'm thinking about buying some of these. Like, is it really worth 2,500? And he's like, absolutely. He's like, you won't regret it. So I find that very interesting because there's not that many people out there that have Öhlins coilovers. And more importantly, there's not that many people that have them on a DC5. Because I don't think, how would I describe it? I don't think it's not very enticing considering the lowering capability. You can only lower an inch in the front and 3/4 in the back. But if you really think about it, if you're going for just performance and handling and rideability and stuff, that's probably all you need, as opposed to if you're going for like slamming on its nuts, you want like at least 3 inches of lowering capability, but then the car's not drivable, you know? It's got no rideability whatsoever. So we'll see. I don't know. Fry said all-wheel drive. I think they're rear-wheel drive, I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm just crazy. There are all-wheel drive models. I'm not sure on that, Dave. Let's see. Trying to see what the package she has. I don't think it's all-wheel drive. I'm pretty sure it's not all drive. Doesn't feel all-wheel drive. Definitely feels like a rear-wheel drive car. So we definitely took that shit around a U-turn, and definitely felt pretty power friendly in the back. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Let's see. Yeah, no, I think it's rear-wheel drive, Fry. That'd be my guess. Fry says there was a car that was tuned at PFI that had a all-wheel drive. It was supercharged too. Yeah, she didn't go go all out trying to buy like some fucking Hellcat or some, Scat Pack or spending a shitload of money. Mike Your Inch says, I've been better, bro. I got some shit news at the dock today, but it's whatever. How y'all doing today? Dude, what news do you get, man? That's fucked. The Dodge, yeah. Fucking my mom traded in her OG Avenger and got a fucking Charger RT. Actually, I didn't think I was gonna like it, but it's a really nice riding car. Like, and all the tech in it and stuff. You got like sport mode, you got comfort mode, you got like track mode, lap mode, or whatever it is. Me personally, what I like the most is the interior. The interior is like, see, the car is this weird, it's called Cinnamon, but it's like spelled sin, like emission of sin. But it's like this like orange gold, like kind of like brown color. Like it's not like clown car orange. It's not like Miata orange or something, or fucking Nissan Sentra orange or something like that. It's actually a pretty nice looking orange color. It's kind of like a golden orange color. The interior is black, but it has these two-tone seats that are black on the bolstering, but then on the padding and the backing, it's like this it's almost like this like tan, like coffee gold color. Looks pretty badass. Let's see. Yeah, it was V6 all-wheel drive Challenger. I got a SRT8 Magnum, fancy souped up Charger. I love it. It's like a burnt orange copper mica D. Yeah, it's a nice color though. I like it. And I was surprised. Like, I thought it would have been like really, really like a boat. Like a big fucking car. It is a big car compared to a Honda or Miata or any of that stuff. Like, it's a big car. But I don't know, man. Feels put together. It's a new car. It's got 90 miles on it. I think when she bought it, it had 12 miles on it. So came off the showroom floor, kids. My bad. That was a V6 GT that was all-wheel drive. Yeah, I was like, that car's definitely rear-wheel drive. Because it was between that or she was looking at the Acura MDXs, and obviously I would have been like, oh, Honda Acura, toot your horn. Not really a big fan of Acura SUVs. I'm not a fan of SUVs in general. I know I'm a Mopar fanboy, but there's not many colors they have that I don't like. Even the old 70s puke green. Yeah, like that lime green. What's that shit called? Grabber green or some shit. I forget. Acura MDXs are fire, but there's problems. I don't resonate with a lot of the new cars, man. I don't know. Call me an old soul, man. Yeah, it says as long as it's not an Earth Dreams Honda. That's what I'm saying, dude. That Earth Dream shit is like soiling the good reputation of Honda. The FK8 Type R is probably the biggest disappointment in Honda performance ever. I mean, you could go back and forth like, bro, your car doesn't make as much as an FK8. It's like, well, yeah, my car's not turboed, my car's not direct injection, and my car is not a piece of shit making 306 at the flywheel on 23 pounds of boost. So if we're gonna go tit for tat, yeah, your car might have some nice tech in it, but that's about it. It's got a nice interior. FK8's interior is nice for sure. Like, I think the best thing you could do, you guys want to see a crazy swap, check out Chronicles Sticky Diljo. Check out the spoon fit. The spoon fit you never knew you wanted, that video. This motherfucker puts a fucking Accord Euro R, not the best K28, but still a step up from a Fit engine. Puts an Accord Euro R K20A into a Honda fucking Fit. Like, dude, that's the way the car should have come, honestly. Should have came with a K20A, because that motherfucker must be mental. Honestly, the CL was the last body style Honda made that I like. Are you talking about the like 3.2 CL Type S? Is that what you're talking about? The 4-door one? Yeah, CRZ is a really odd chassis because it does remind me of like a futuristic CRX. I think the body lines and stuff and the way they got it, it's not a bad looking car, but the whole hybrid system, it just takes away the Honda. It takes the Honda out of Honda. No, two-door. It's basically a luxury Prelude. Gotcha. Man, Mike, you missed out on some poker last night. I fucking got money last night. We were messing fools up. But yeah, if you download that game, when you start, you don't have any chips, right? If you go to the stash and store, there'll be a PlayStation Plus bundle that you can click on. It's free for PlayStation Plus people. It gives you like 60,000 chips to start out with. Let's see. I love Honda engines, love their tech, not a huge front wheel drive fan. Yeah, well, you're coming from like, you're a Miata cat, so it's a completely different world. It's backwards. That's why you gotta rear wheel drive swap something, man. I did download it, ready to install. Already got the PlayStation Plus on A. There you go. Man, a DC5, if it was a rear wheel drive swap, that would be so fucking weird. It would feel so different. The only thing that doesn't entice me about doing all wheel drive swaps or rear wheel drive swaps in a DC5, it'd just be so much weight, you know? Car's already fairly heavy from factory, like 28 mid 2800s. It's a pretty heavy car, you know what I mean? So if you're adding drive shafts and diffs and stuff like that, it's gonna add some weight. He says, haha, I am not a Miata guy. I picked it up on a whim. I still cringe that I own one. I really should start building my E30. Nah, fuck that, man. I'd rather have a Miata or a BMW. BMWs is like working on them is like hieroglyphics. Mercedes, BMW, Jaguar, Audi, Volkswagen. I don't like working on them. Like when I was at the upholstery shop, just even disassembling the interior on a Mercedes or a Volkswagen or a BMW, I fucking hate it. I question every nut, every torque bolt. Oh my god. I'm like, why did you engineers make it this way? It's so bad. you work on a you work on a Toyota, you work on a Honda, an Acura, you work on a Chevy, you work on a Ford. It's smooth sailing. Let's see. You're right about me being a rear wheel drive dude for sure. I've been drifting for 2/3 of my life. There you go. Yeah, drifting is something I've always kind of wanted to get into, but it just seems like such a money pit. You know, tires, fucking power steering pumps, fucking suspension components. Like if you crash into anything, you're gonna have to get fucking a lifetime of zip ties. Bro, that E3318i is the last of the M10 platform. Super simple. Their best F1 engine was a dual intake, dual exhaust version of that same M10 engine. After the 84 to 85 318i, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm talking about anything like 90s and newer, you know? Like E36 and up is a huge. That's why I was telling my mom. She was looking at I think it was one of the new fuck, I can't. It was a M class M series fucking like 320 or something like that. They wanted like 49 for it. It's got like 40,000 miles on it. She's like, it's cute. I like it. What do you think? I'm like, BMW. Yeah, right. She's like, you're a hater. I'm like, and you were officially 21 years old calling me a hater. What's next? Are you gonna say it's lit? I need more coffee. I'll be right back. All right. Laugh my ass off. Use a hater. That's right. I'll be the first to admit it. In 2020, I'm a fucking hater. Mitch Sauce says, if I go back to rear wheel drive, then I will be looking for a 240 SX again. See, 240s have always been kind of a fucking interest to me. It's kind of like for people that can't afford an R32. Well, I mean, R32 is all wheel drive, so there's that, but you know what I mean? As far as Nissans go, I wish I had that kind of R32 money. For real, though. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of the interior, but you could spruce up the interior, get some new gauges, get some new almost do like a custom interior. I'm talking like not just seats and shit like that and carpet. I'm talking like center console, almost like the fucking dashboard too, or at least a new gauge cluster. You could make it look really nice. I've always loved the Nissan Silvia, so the 240 would be my choice. This guy I knew, my girlfriend in her neighborhood, her next door neighbor, this guy John had he had made his own like Silvia. I mean, it was pretty badass, honestly. And this is a kid in high school. Like his parents must have really liked cars and souping up cars because he's like 16, 17. He's got a fucking Silvia. And that thing was fucking had a nasty turbo on it, made a whole bunch of noise, fucking ripped around corners. He was getting in some trouble with that car. But yeah, I always liked that car. Thought it was pretty badass. But yeah, I think if you could get a cheaper Nissan, the GTS-T would be a fun car to get. Because, yeah, it's not the all-wheel drive R32. And they're usually, the GTS-T is a four-door, which is kind of not a huge four-door car fan. But the fact that it's already rear-wheel drive set up, and that would be, dude, I've seen one of those rip. They don't have that much power. But the way the car is set up, or the way you can set up the car very minimally, fucking that thing can drift really fucking good for the little amount of power it has. Because you gotta understand, it's pretty fairly easy to just floor it in a high power rear wheel drive car and just let her loose. And obviously it's harder to control, but like with like a car that has like, I don't even know how much power does a GTS-T have? It's like 200. Oh wait, no, they did make they did have GTS-Ts that were two-door. Forgot that. But it's not that much. It's yeah, GTS-T inline 6 turbocharged 24 valves, 212 brake horsepower, 195 feet-pounds of torque. See, the torque is that's what kind of entices me. That's a decent, that's almost even power to even torque, you know what I mean? Let's see. Yeah, I had a SR20 swap 240 back in the day, which I would probably do that again, even though the RB swap is pretty yeah, RB26 is pretty awesome for sure. Mike says, bro, it keeps locking me out of the live. What do you mean locking you out? It won't let you comment, or is it just like the video's not working? What do you mean? Because on Christian's, when he did the recap 2 days ago, but it was a live stream, apparently, like, my comments weren't fucking going through. I had to keep reloading the stream to comment. And I don't understand what that's about. Because there was like 5 or 6 comments I commented, and he was skipping over my comments, but he wasn't skipping over them. They didn't exist, which is fucked. Dude, my phone is like dead slow. I don't understand it.
Sad, it was doing this to me earlier, right? Boom. There you are. Kind of entices me. That's a decent. That's almost even power. Is it gonna work now? There it is. See. I'm like, okay, and so I'm like, what the fuck? All right, try it again. SR20 swap 240. There you are again. Which I would probably do that again. And you say random shit. RB swap is pretty. Yeah, RB26 is pretty awesome for sure. Mike says, bro, it keeps locking me out of live. What do you mean locking out? Will it let you comment, or is it just like the video's not working right now? It took that long for that to go through. I typed that there. Oh my god. All right, there you go, bro. Sad, it was doing this to me earlier, right?
That's fucked.
There you are. Kind of entitled.
That's wild. I don't understand what that is. It's like the video's ending, but it's not. Been doing this to me on any live stream I joined since yesterday. Maybe fucking whatchamacallit, software update, or like browser plugin or something. Maybe something needs to be updated. Not too sure on that one, because that's odd. I've never seen that happen. It's my account being fucked with multiple devices. That could be it. Yeah, multiple devices might be freaking it out. Although I'm logged in on YouTube on my PlayStation. I'm logged in on my Mac, and I'm logged in on my phone. And my other K-Pro laptop has all my shit on it. So, like, yeah, that's odd. I've never had an issue with it. But yeah, fucking back to what I was saying. The GTST with almost even power to torque, and like they're fucking a lot cheaper than an R32 GTR. You know what I mean? No, I mean, it's been happening no matter what I use. I was on my iPhone 8 Plus and my iPad Pro. Damn. Maybe try that's a weird one. I've never seen that happen. I've seen it buffer, like people shit, and it'll buffer even though the stream's good. He says, "Oh well, I tried." I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one, bro. That sucks. Because like a GTST Type M, you can get one of those, like, you know, the current asking price right around ballpark is about 16,000. Then if you just get the four-door GTST, not the Type M, those are like 10 to 12 grand. So that'd be kind of a fun project. The only problem is motherfucking these import houses, especially J-Spec, they ask an arm and a leg for any car. For real though. Like, dude, they're asking 23 grand for a 92 Toyota Celica GT4, immaculate low mileage rally icon. It's like, it's a Toyota Celica. What are y'all, Scotty Kilmer? 23 grand. Those GTSTs are pretty badass too. I'm just not worried about going that route. Yeah, you know, like it's one of those types of things, like getting like a Skyline or something like that would be. It's a back burner dream, you know. That's what it comes down to for me. It's a back burner dream. Yeah, they want too much for some of that. Yeah, they really do, man. Because you know they're importing that shit, and they got 8 or 10 grand in it, maybe. This thing, they said immaculate condition. Dude, this thing's immaculate condition, but it has a fucking rusted fucking muffler tip. Yeah, it's real immaculate. Or what about it's immaculate condition, but what about all the fucking scratches in the door? Right? Or what about the semi rusting wheels? Hood doesn't look too bad. That's funny shit. I actually like those seats. It's like some SR3 confettis, but they're not. Interior looks really good. Probably because nobody's fucking driven this car. Got a gauge with a cracked bezel. And this ugly ass fucking that's their way of putting a gauge. The gauge is all the way on the right side, so you're just gonna loom it there. That looks ugly as shit. The interior looks good though. Engine looks not horrible, but not great. A lot of rusted brackets and bolts. But yeah, that's the kind of shit they call immaculate. I find it funny. And like they're trying to get 55 grand for an R33. There's another R33, 50 grand. They're trying to get 30 grand for a 94 Land Cruiser. They're trying to get 11 grand for basically a Lexus, a 92 Lexus. They want 10.5 grand for a Suzuki Cappuccino, which I can't even fit in. I wouldn't drive anyway. And they got this. See, like they got a R32 V-Spec 2 GTR, and they want 46 grand for it. I would rather have this car any day over an R33. Fuck the R33 for 50. What was it? Yeah, 55 grand, dude. I'd rather have this one or this one. This one looks good. But like, for example, let's say CRX SIR, right? With the B16A. They want 16 grand for this car. It's a fucking 1992 CRX. I don't care what anyone says. It's not worth 16 grand. Like, I think if we're going to get something for under 20 grand, I think this Toyota Crown Royal saloon car is pretty fucking gangster looking. I don't know what it is about this car. This car just looks badass. I mean, it's an old ass car, don't get me wrong. It's still taxed out, but this looks like a mafia mobile. Some Yakuza shit right here. Interior, nothing to look at. Dude, that interior looks like a joke. At least it's clean though, I guess. Like, could you imagine spending 16 grand and that's the kind of interior you get? Fuck that. It's got a 1JZ in it. Dude, that thing probably boogies. Yeah, for real. For what some of that stuff costs, I'd rather find a cheap project car and build what I want for less. Exactly. Like this car right here, man, if this thing was like $9,000, this it's basically a Lexus SC or whatever the fucking SC 400 or whatever the fuck they're called, but it's a Toyota Soarer, one JZ turbocharged one. They just want too much money. And like I've okay, so like this DA6 right here, I've test driven this car before, and it's the biggest fucking piece of shit I've ever seen. It's got a B16A in it, right? Which is B16A is a nice engine. This thing, they want 11 grand basically. It's gonna cost you with tax, it's probably gonna cost a fuckload. It's gonna be more like 12. But this car has destroyed axles, fucked up suspension bushings, 116,000 miles on it. It's a turd. You know what I mean? It's definitely not good. Like, look, it's even got, you can even tell in the fucking headlights, the headlights got a crack somewhere. It's got condensation in that motherfucker. So it's definitely not a cherry, you know? It's definitely a lemon, and they're trying to get 11 grand for a fucking lemon, which is crazy. And I mean, the fucked up part is, dude, look how many cars they sell. They sell. This is just, you know, their list like disappears after a certain amount are sold. But like, I mean, they already sold that Affinity Mazda RX-7. They had that up a month ago. It's already gone. They already sold the other one. They've already got a deposit on that one. They already sold this GTS T25T. They sold that Toronto. They sold this four-door EG. They sold the fucking Cappuccino. They've sold, like, they sell a lot of cars. The Pulsar they sold. The thing was a turd. But yeah, they ask so much for cars. I could never justify giving them my money for a car. Ever. I mean, like, for example, okay, like, these motherfuckers have, let's see if I type in, I got Honda, type in DC5. I think they have a set of power folding mirrors finally. And I told them to hit me up when they get them. They never hit me up. They must be annoyed with me. Ah, they had pictures. Now they put, oh, dude, they want $185 for these mirrors. And I mean, granted, they're nothing to look at because you're gonna have to. They're black. I mean, I'm gonna have to paint them anyway. But fucking 185 is a little taxed out. Let's see, DC5R power folding mirrors. See what the price is going these days. Definitely not buying them from DC5R Parts. He wants $300 for power folding mirrors. That's funny as shit. So those mirrors come with the folding? No, they don't. Some places sell it with the mirror switch. Like, let's say, for example, DC5R Parts, if you buy it from him, it's $300 for the mirrors, and you can choose what color you want. So, like, you know, let's say Arctic Blue Pearl, just to put them on until you get them painted, at least they kind of match. It says included power folding mirrors left and right with the power folding mirror button. Now, what it doesn't tell you, well, as long as you get the button, you got the bezel anyway, so, or the little trim piece, so it's fine. Mirror caps might need refinishing, so it's like $300, but like that little mirror switch is like 20-30 bucks tops. So like 300, that's dreaming price. That DC5R Parts dicks people so hard on pricing. It's fucking hilarious. See, like here, JDM 02 to 06 Acura RSX / Type R OEM DC5 power folding mirrors. This fucking cat right here has got some Montreal, Canada. $135 buy it now price. 100% positive feedback. You know what I mean? And it's dude, like the thing that makes me so fucking mad. Yeah, I bought my carpet through DC5R Parts, but most of that stuff is too much. Dude, how much did you buy that carpet for? Jesus. I could have helped you find a DC5R carpet for a couple $100 less. Fuck that guy. That guy, like they call it, okay, like here. Let me back out. Like, look at titles like this. Super clean JDM 0206 Honda Integra DC5 Type R mirrors and black finish for sale. It says super clean, right? Super clean. Okay, well, here's super clean. The mirrors themselves look good, but that doesn't matter because I'm going to be putting spoon mirrors on it anyway. Who gives a fuck? I don't care what the mirrors look like. I care what the finish and the fitment of this shit right here fits like. If it's wiggly, get fucked. But they call that super clean. Like, dude, you have tape over places and shit, and you got the plastic here, the trim plastic. That shit does not look super clean. That shit looks faded as fuck. Probably got scratches in it too. Yeah. Not super clean. Like, it doesn't look unreasonably horrible, but like you got tape and shit all over here and shit like that. Like, I wouldn't personally call that super clean. I'd call it decent at best. And not to mention, it's more, I take it as disrespect because I'm one of the only DC5 guys that come through there to buy shit. And the last time I was there, when I was trying to haggle them on the Volk wheels, and they weren't budging. They were like, "Oh, best I could do is $2,800 on original $3,000 price." Like, dude, they're used wheels. I'm sorry, you're fucking highballing the shit out of me. The carpet was like $350 with shipping. Yeah, man, you could have hit up H Motors and got the carpet for $150 plus shipping. And I'm not sure where are you at again. They're out in California, but shipping for a carpet shouldn't be any more than $75, maybe less, depending on who they use. But the last time I was up there, I said to him, "Yeah, if you could find me some power folding mirrors and a switch and the pedal assembly, like the real pedal assembly, the Type R pedal assembly, I'd buy that shit right here, right now." And he like made a note of it. He was like, "Oh yeah, write that down. Look, next container we get, like, do this, do that." Wrote it down. Never called me. It's like, "Oh, I've spent probably 10 grand in here." Okay, cool. Appreciate that. Oklahoma. Yeah, shipping would have been, I feel like shipping on a carpet, depending on how you fold it and put it in a box, probably $50. Shit ain't that heavy. $50 or less. So, but hey, it all depends on the condition of the carpet too. If you got a really clean carpet from them, sometimes you got to bite the bullet. But there was a really fucking clean DC5 carpet on What's their fucking handle? H Motors Online. That one. Oh. Oh, those are some nice seats. What the fuck? FD2 Civic Type R front seats with rails and matching rear seats. Available price for the whole seat set is $17.99 plus shipping. Damn, dude. That's a good deal. Get some of that. The FD2 Civic Type R seats. Dude, those are cherry looking. Cherry. It's a great looking carpet. I've seen plenty of red carpet, but red is not what I want. I'm wanting to go with on this car. What color did you get? Did you get black or did you get blue? Man, that's a nice set of seeds. Oh, that's something you don't see every day. Fuck. I got an EP3 Civic Type R, HID front end conversion, and the right hand drive clip. Damn. Price is $699 for the. So you get the whole cut of the car, the whole nose cut with the firewall and the dashboard for about $1,100. You got blue. Yeah, blue's kind of hard to come by. Some Mugen MF8 wheels, or MF10s, I mean, excuse me. There's a lot of blue carpet out there, but a lot of them don't look too. Yo, yeah, the blue stuff, man. The blue stuff is honestly the rare of the colors, especially the seats and the carpet and the floor mats. Like, they are hard to come by in really good condition. Like, I almost would bite the bullet and pay fucking triple price to get brand new. I'm talking mint carpet, mint seats, no bolster wear. Like, almost like NOS new in box, like never been sat in before. Do you know how much? I think there's some site out there. There's some Japanese parts vendor that has NOS stuff in a warehouse, like in the box, never been sat in. A single Recaro SR4, like a blue one, a red one, whatever. It's like $2,600 for a brand new seat. $2,600 for one seat that's never been sat in. Now, is that crazy? Yes. Would it be amazing to get that? Fuck yeah. Like, never been sat in. Never. It's a Recaro. That's why it's so expensive. It was like some non-Recaro Honda seat. Probably be $800 or $900 for a brand new seat. But like, because it's a Recaro and it's brand new, never been sat in, it's in the fucking box. Dude, I honestly think that's kind of worth it. Jesus, man. Some of these items, they're just expensive. Yeah, I want those blue cars so bad. That's worth it. Yes, it's crazy, and it'd be great, but 5,000, dude, it'd be like almost $6,000 for seats. $2,800 times two, $5,600 for brand new seats, though. Something about that, just like, ooh, brand new, you know? Yeah, I thought about blue, but blue car with blue seats, I don't fuck with it. If it was like silver car with blue seats, that would look good. Silver with red, that would look good. Black and blue, like black car with blue seats, kind of looks odd. Doesn't look horrible, but to me, it just looks odd. White car with blue seats would look good, you know. But blue on blue, something about it's just too much blue. It's like being in a giant blueberry pie. Depends on the let's see where we're at. Depends on the build, in my opinion. Like for a super refresh, sure, S2K, why not? What about a gray car with red seats? Or shall I say polished metal metallic? Get those seats, then the orange soda drinkers would start showing up. Oh God. Got a brand, dude. That's honestly, that's the kind of, if I bought brand newer cars, I wouldn't let anyone sit in them except for me. And I would feel bad enough sitting on a almost $3,000 seat. I'd be like putting myself in a hazmat suit to sit on that motherfucker. For real though. Man, oof. Yeah, looking at DC 5R parts, man. his prices like make me nauseous. Authentic DC 5R OEM carpet red, $450, dude. I saw that same carpet on H Motors 3 days ago for $150. And honestly, it doesn't even look. Honestly, it doesn't look as in good of condition as the one I saw on H Motors. That's the funny thing. That's the funniest part. Yeah, my car's silver going with the blue. Yeah, that'll look good. That's all I gotta say is But yeah, this is what I mean. Like, okay, let's say for example, like you got the blue carpet, right? So you want to get the blue floor mats. A brand, he offers new ones, right? You can, on DC 5R parts, you can get new ones. Do you know how much a new pair of blue floor mats cost? $700. I repeat, $700 for fucking floor mats, just because they're new. And if you get used ones, they're $400. So fuck, you might as well just spend the extra $300 and get brand new ones that have never been used. But I mean, god damn. And the used ones look like, they look pretty bad, honestly. I mean, they don't look horrible, but there's certain areas of them that are like, dude, not a fan. New or used, that's funny as shit. I'd almost want to buy them just to see if they actually are new, or if he just like had them professionally cleaned. You know what I mean? Like just took some Woolite and made them look real clean, and like, oh yeah, these are new. Nah, if they don't come in a Recaro or a Honda box, I would be like, yo, I want my fucking money back. These aren't new. These are fucking these are fucking cleaned. It's a difference. That makes them used. Bro, all this shit is so funny. It's funny. Wants $100 for a power folding mirror switch that you can get for $30. Not a fan. I don't know how he gets his stuff, so I'm not sure. He's got somebody on ground in Japan, probably. because all the shit comes from Japan. So he's like a middleman, basically. He knows somebody in Japan. They're splitting the profits. And they're making fucking bank. Yeah, he's drop shipping. That's the funny thing, man. I wish I had some type of leg up, somebody I knew in Japan. I'd be like, yo, let's make bank. Just drop ship shit. That would be the way to go. Like he sells Pioneer double dins, right? $440 for a double din. I got mine for $250. I'm not going to badge this car as a Type R. Yeah, I mean that's the smart thing to do, man. Like I'd say that's the more classy thing to do, because if you don't have the K28, you don't got the Brembos, you don't got all the Type R bits, it's not a Type R, you know? Because that's one thing that like honestly like boils my blood a little bit. Motherfuckers that have a stock K28-2, motherfucking RSX Type S with no Type R parts on it, and they put a red Honda badge on it, and they put Integra Type R on it. It's like, dude, it's like the Boy Scouts. You got to earn your merit badge. You know what I mean? You can't just slap the badge on and try to fool people. And you got a bone stock K28-2, and you got no Type R shit on your car. Like even in my opinion, even if you got some Type R things, but you don't got, like, let's say you do the pedals and you do the wing, is what it is. Priorities. Read description for condition. Let's see. They don't tell you the read description for condition. Motherfucker, where's it at? They don't tell you anything. That's funny. I'm going to get the Integra Type S badges from the ICB. And see, ICB is a lot easier to work with, honestly. Like yeah, they're not going to have like I'd say call up Matt. I think his name's Matt. Yeah. Call up, if you call them up and ask them, be like, yeah, I know you guys don't have Type R carpet. The blue Type R carpet says it's sold out, but like, can you get me some? You know, yada yada. They're pretty easy to work with. I've been using ICB for years, and the last thing I bought from them was the Honda Hamp oil filters. I bought a 5-pack of them. That is the only transaction I have had horrible service with. I'm talking horrible. Like, I don't know what the fuck they were smoking, but any of the other sales, nothing but good customer service, yada yada. Good experience. That last sale, man, I fucking bought green Honda Hamp oil filters. You know what they send me? They send me OEM, just standard Honda blue oil filters that I could have bought from a dealership. So then I hit them back, and I'm like, yo, you sent me the wrong filters, bud. What order was it? The fucking one for oil filters. How many fucking people are buying oil filters from you? Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I'm sorry. She sent the wrong one. She just thought it was normal oil filters. Yeah, take it up to a FedEx, and you know, here's a label, blah blah blah. So I get up to FedEx. They didn't give me they didn't give me the label. He told me to go to a FedEx and then he'll give me a label, an RMA. So I get up there and I call and I'm like, hey, I'm up at FedEx. Do you want to, fucking text me or email me the RMA? Oh, we're really busy right now. So we'll do it tomorrow. I'm like, you just told me to drive up to a FedEx 15, 20 minutes away. I'm up here and you're going to make me fucking drive back home for nothing. Like, I was pissed, dude. I really was. I was like, how the fuck are you going to tell me to drive up somewhere and then call you? I call you and you're busy. It's like, bro, that's straight unprofessional as fuck. Drop what you're doing. You fuck my order up. And like, basically what you're telling me is you'd rather make money off other people because you already got my money, right? And like, fucking, they didn't throw in a sticker, a shirt, or anything to like, counteract their incompetence, basically. Like, I said, after I got the green Hamp oil filters, I was like, yeah, I got the oil filters today. Thanks for sending them and making it right. I was like, you could have thrown in a measly 50-cent fucking sticker or a t-shirt or something to make it, make it worth waiting for. I needed those oil filters a week ago, and he was like, I'm sorry you feel that way, but you got your stuff type deal. I was like, you know what? I'll keep it up. You're never getting my business again. Because I've spent thousands of dollars with them. Easy. I'd say I've been using ICB fucking long ass time. I bought probably about 12 years, I think. 12, 13 years. On and off. I've easily spent a couple $2,000-$3,000 in that motherfucker. It sounds like the rage came out. Oh, dude, if somebody tells you, come on, let's be real. Like, I know I'm rage eccentric, I'm rage friendly. I rage quite a bit. I mean, I'm a tea kettle ready to fucking squeal. But the nerve of somebody telling you, yeah, okay, we sent you the wrong shit. Send it back and go up to FedEx store right now and call me when you get there and I'll email you or I'll tell you the RMA number to tell them, right? So they can print it out and put it on there, slap it on there. I get up there. I'm like, hey, it's the guy, the RMA guy. I just called you 20 minutes ago. I'm up here at FedEx. Do you want to email me or text me that number? Oh, yeah, we're really busy right now. It's like, why the fuck did you tell me to drive up here, waste my gas and my time, bro? I'm like, come on. It's fucking 4th grade. My dog ate my homework. Sorry, I'll have it for you tomorrow. Bro, are they on Yelp? Not sure. If you're referring to me posting a Yelp, I could care less. There's tons of great places out there that have bad Yelp reviews because somebody got, their feathers ruffled or they're just dicks, Like, for example, the place where I go get tires mounted, tire guy fucking orders my tires, puts them on for me and shit like that. Totally good service for me. But then you read the Yelp reviews, they're like 3 out of 5. Like, people are like, these guys fucked my Jeep up. These guys fucking don't know their shit. Bunch of high school fucking kids barely even know how to use an air compressor. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, people's experiences are different, I guess, but it is what it is. I'll tell you one thing though, man, their fucking website. They got a new website and it seems like the motherfucker is kind of slow. Man, every day at some point, he says, I totally get that. That would piss me off too. Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. Come on. Yeah, I look at these Rega Masters every single day, and I'm like, she will be mine. That's what I say every fucking time. $2,800 is just so much fucking money, though, man. Definitely nice wheels, though, for sure. They would look really good. And I know fucking people say it to me all the time, like, bro, they $2,800. Just get some Inky RPF ones. It's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm cool. Would you rather get Inky RPF ones for $1,000 and your build looks like everyone else's, or would you rather get Desmond Rega Masters that are ultimately more lightweight and your build looks like a handful, all the fucking rich DC5 people? Because it seems like a lot of people have Rega Masters and they have CE28s, they got TE37s. So it's kind of like, I think it's definitely less than the RPF1 pandemic. A lot of people have RPF ones. A lot of people. I think the only wheel I see that, yeah, Mitch Shaw says too many people have RPF ones. I'm tired of looking. That's what I'm saying. Like, everyone and their fucking mom, brother, sister, dad, grandma, godmother have RPF ones. It's not a bad looking wheel. It's like if we all had the same t-shirt. I'm with stupid. I'm with stupid. I'm with stupid. Everyone's got the same hat, the same t-shirt, the same pair of fucking Nikes, you know? Because the whole point of building a car is originality, trying to make something new, you know? Says the guy with a Type R clone. So, but no, there's enough Easter eggs in my car. I feel like my car is not like everyone else's car. You know what I mean? Might just have, from the outside, it might just look, you know, like, oh, he's got a Type R kit on it, Type R wheels, oh, this, that, you know, but there's a lot of choice parts in there. You just got to find your own path to carve out and make it your own, you know? Fry says, bro, let's make some moves on making a part site, have a company and all that shit. Brother, I don't got no business license. I don't got no fucking Japan connection. I appreciate the infinite optimism because it would be nice to have a parts company and make some bread. But at this point in time, it ain't happening. You gotta have a business license. You gotta have some fucking bread stacked up to get shit going. I don't even got bread to build a custom PC. I really want some of the Miracle X bars for my car. Yeah, Cam's got them on his car. He seems to like them. Fucking, if I wasn't rocking M&M Honda strut tower bars all the way around, I would probably Miracle X bar it too. But in the sake of a matching set, all ordered from Japan, brand new, like, I don't know, shit like that, man. Getting new parts in the box, not used parts. Some parts you got to get used, but when you get new shit, it's such a good feeling. Like I got, fuck man, like every little M&M Honda piece I got, I fucking, the box it comes in, it comes with like, cardboard box. The little flap has their sticker on it, and like they go as far as telling you the part, the make, and all that shit. Like I'll chop those out and put those up on the wall. I got like 6 or 7 of those bitches. Man, the M&M Honda train started with Lachlan. Saw that red windshield banner. I was like, oh man, I want that. I don't know what it is about that. The graphic on that. I mean, the red windshield banner obviously like goes with all the little red accents, but like something about the logo of M&M Honda's logo. I fucking love that logo. Super choice. It doesn't just say bagged life, Camber Gang, battle stance, some shit like that. Yeah, I love those M&M strut bars. They're sick. I would really like to have them for my car. You can order them brand new. It's a little bit pricey, but Right Hand Drive Japan has them. I'm trying to think how much they were. They were, I think it's like $500 for all 3 of them. Let me see. Let me look this shit up. Any day now. They just have so many fucking parts, dude. Now let's change it from Japanese yen to US doll hairs. All right, so man, that fucking valve cover looks nice. M&M Honda has a blue K20 valve cover. They want just about as much as a spoon valve cover. That's crazy. $420. Fuck all that. Let's see. The rear strut tower bar was $190. The windshield banner's $90. The C pillar bar was $130, and the front strut tower bar was $188. So that would be calculator. Let's call it 188 plus 133 plus what I say for the fucking 192. So the rear strut tower bar is the most expensive one. Yeah, $513 plus shipping. That's honestly not that bad for brand new shit. Because I mean, I'd say the rear strut tower bar is the one that is like the nicest one, because those brackets in the back of the trunk that go to like you got your strut towers, but then it comes in and it's got those 2 other mounting points where the fucking OEM factory brackets are. They bolt into the strut towers, so 2 sides there, or 2 of the bolts, and then it has 1 mounting point on the other end of the bracket. It still retains that, so a lot of strut tower bars don't do that. Damn, they make pillow ball upper front mounts. I didn't even know that. Damn, they want an arm and a leg for those motherfuckers. $375. Fuck that. Damn, these motherfuckers want all the money. That's crazy. Dude, they're trying to get, wait, 2 holes will need to be drilled into the bumper beam before installation. A tow hook that costs $250. I don't know about all that, guys. He says that's a bit much for a tow hook. I mean, it looks pretty heavy duty, but I mean, what tow hook's not heavy duty? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Call me a dreamer. Yeah, $250 for a tow hook just because it's M&M Honda. I think they're asking a bit much for that. It looks nice quality, I'll give it that, but I wouldn't see it costing more than $120. That's just me, though. Yeah, some of their shit, that's why I'm saying, though, Mitchell, the strut bars, for 3 strut bars, your front, your rear, and your C-pillar, $500 is not that bad of a price when they're asking $250 for a tow hook. I mean, what are you going to get out of a tow hook? Your fucking car has tow hooks already. They're just not pretty, you know? They're hidden. They're underneath the car. They're fucking matte black. They're totally fine. Your car can be towed. It's not like your car can't be towed, you know? So, like, actually getting, like, you know, for fucking double the price, $500, you're getting some actual, putting some rigidity in the chassis. It looks nice, you know? It's good quality, good powder-coated brackets and stuff. Shit like that. True story. I would say the only one that is completely useless would be, most likely would be the rear lower arm bar. This one right here. The one that's underneath the rear sway bar. It's pretty much useless. You know what I mean? They ask $130 for it. I think it's kind of useless. I don't think you already got an arm bar there. Pretty sure you already got an arm bar there, a factory one. Might be skinny as fuck, but I don't know, Dave. I don't need a tow hook sticking out. My car isn't going to be time and exactly. The only time you're going to need a tow hook like that is if you're a time attack car, some track car, drag car that's going to blow up, basically. Need a tow. That's my take on it. But yeah, their parts are nice quality, you know. They're definitely asking a fucking fuckload for their inner tie rod set. They want $460 for their tie rod set. Like, to me, that's pretty hilarious. Adjust tie rod inset will help to keep your car's steering geometry close to that of standard right height vehicle. With the Forge construction, these items are much stronger than the OEM units and will help in giving you more control over steering during normal driving and during high-speed driving on the track. When you lower your car, you change the suspension geometry. These will correct your roll center and allow you to have the car's original steering feel while having your car lowered. Other benefits include increased front traction, reduced understeer, increases in steering stability, and reduction of bump steer. Jay's Racing air tire rods are around close to the same price. I have been juggling between them and Cusco. I just got hard race inner tie rods. Yeah, I have the RC hard race RC tie rod ends. I need to get some inner tie rods for sure before the alignment. I think I'm gonna throw down on that. I don't know if hard race. Let's see. See if hard race is back up in the loop for let's see, hard race. Buy hard race. I'd love it. Acura, Honda, RSX, bitch. Hard race inner tie rod set, $68. See, the only thing I don't that doesn't look super fun, well, doesn't look super helpful about the hard race ones is like, fuck, hold on. You'll see what I mean. Like, let's say hard race, for example. $68, good price, you know, is what it is. Okay. So here's where it goes to your rack. That's where it goes to your tie rod end. The adjustment nut is the only thing you got right here. There's no adjustment in the middle. So if you look at M&M Honda, you got this adjustment on both sides. There's your rack side, there's your tie rod inside. You got this whole piece in the middle, this middleman, so you can really dial in the adjustment. I mean, fucking really adjust it in, and you don't got to fuck with you know, your tie rod end, spinning it around or anything. You can keep it in place and slide out the rack bar. You know, the whole inner tie rod can come out or it can go in. You know what I mean? But on the contrary, as long as that shit's tight, that's great. But if it ever came loose, that'd be a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? I don't think that'd be the case, though. You tighten that bitch down, should be good. M&M DC5 wide body, Homer Simpson drool. Yeah, I love the M&M wide body kit. Yeah, it's mad aggressive for sure. Like, it looks like some wild shit. I don't know if I would ever do that, but I think if I were going to get a really aggressive body kit, I'd probably get the INGS one. I think that one looks pretty choice. True story. Starfield analog delay played. Oh shit, these motherfuckers making. Oh shit, Young Static uploaded the rare B17A1 GSR. I think it's his Honda Vlogs motor.
What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. As soon as I started recording, guys using this leaf blower. So in the last video,
that's how it always works.
I believe it was the valve cover Honda Vlogs. The last video was the wrinkle valve covers, and I've already got it installed. I'm not too sure about the color. It isn't the shade of blue that I wanted, but I think it'll grow on me in due time. But we got the red one installed on the Type R engine, all nicely wrapped up because we aren't going to be using this motor for a while. So it's just going to be sitting somewhere in the back of the garage once I clean a little bit more for however long until we need it again. The blue one, I don't know. Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think? The wrinkle blue is nice. It's a light wrinkle, not crazy, like super duper wrinkled up. And again, it is a little brighter than what I had hoped for, but I think it'll work out.
Yeah, I really like the extra adjustability of the M&M and Jay's Racing Air tire rods. I just don't think I need that right now. Yeah, I mean, I just want to make my alignment go as ease-free as possible. It should go pretty well, even with. See, I think before fucking I get an alignment, I want to at least replace the. See, at the same time, I don't want to because I'm thinking about going EP3 power steering if I could fucking find one. But yeah, fucking, I think about replacing the rack slider, replacing the tie rods. But in my opinion, I should not fucking waste that money and just basically save that, refresh it for the EP3 when I get the electric power steering. Well, that cigarette sucked. What's up, Tommy Lou? How you doing, man? But yeah, it's quite difficult to find a fucking EP3 power steering rack kit, you know. I actually had that blue wrinkle paint to do a valve cover. I don't know if I wanted it as blue as Young Statics. Well, like his is not a very dark blue. It's like more of like a baby blue. Like I actually kind of like it. It looks all right. It's kind of like fucking North Carolina Tar Heels blue, like baby blue.
It actually looks good with the blue and silver. But in the meantime, I'm rocking it. Has my two bungs that I need, and that's that. On the other hand, we have this engine dropped off yesterday from, you guessed it, Honda Vlogs. If you guys have been keeping up with Christian's channel, he's been collecting parts for a swap he is going to be doing here soon. I'm sure he mentioned it. It is for his white EF hatch. And if you guys don't know, he's going to be moving real soon. So he kind of wants all of the stuff compiled in his garage into the car, what he intended to collect all those parts for. And all of this right here has been like collected over the last week that he had off to kind of get the list that I gave him more and more complete, and I think we're just about there. So yesterday he came by, we hung out a little bit. I did break my memory card, so you guys probably seen the last video was recorded off of my phone, but I got another one now. So he came by and dropped off everything for the swap. Obviously, if you guys seen his channel or just based off what you see right here, it is not complete. So yes, his car is going to be coming here on the driveway to get some work done, and I told him, you know what? Bring all of the engine, transmission, whatever you have for the engine, so I can put it together and get it as complete as possible. At least the whole back side of things, because once it goes into the car, I don't want my big arms to have like no space to reach whatever it is that I need to do back there. So I told him to bring everything you got. I'm going to assemble it today in this video. The goal is to get the engine as complete as possible. So then I'll let him know, hey, the car is ready to come here. Bring it on over. So again, guys, he wanted to do this swap into his hats at a bare minimum, meaning we're going to be using whatever we have in relation to getting this into an EF. I was going to make this video into an 8891 how to B-swap your EF, but I don't have everything here. So right now, the main concern for me before I touch anything here is time starting the post mount holes because they are all stripped out. So with that being said, guys, let's get all the new parts installed in this engine. I mean, there's a lot of used parts too. Yes, I am doing this with a drill.
What a badass. He said fucking send it.
This is to taper the hole so that way the sleeve can sit flush. Now you don't use a drill for the tap because go too fast, you're going to destroy all kinds of things. But when you do this long enough, it's all about control. You know how to control this.
Dude, what a fucking badass. He's going slow as shit with that drill. That's crazy. His videos are fun. Oh, man.
These are carbon steel.
Dana's the man.
I prefer these over helicoil all day. All day.
Yeah, Dana's the man. The motherfucking EF god.
Oh, yeah. So I was going through all of the parts here, and I noticed this guy, right? Now, I bought a lot of parts in the auto parts store, and I've never seen one like this one. So I was reading it, and I was like, cylinder head, intake manifold, exhaust manifold, valve cover grommet, spark plug tube seals, cam seal front, valve stud seal. Man, this is like a master reseal kit. And oh my, seeing this for the first time, that's a lot of things. So before removing this front main seal, make sure that the new one is the same size-ish. I mean, it looks about the same. So I'm just gonna go ahead and like pick this out and then install this new one very carefully. You could lubricate this a little bit so it can slide in easier.
Man, I would be afraid to use Felpro seals, like rear main seal, front main seal. I wouldn't do it. And Shaw says, well, I guess I should get to work later, man. Have a good one, bro. Nice chatting with you as always. Just tap, tap, tap it in.
So I want to do the timing stuff right now while I'm doing the timing side of things. And I'm going to install the water pump. It says there's no coolant in here. The motor probably sat for a couple of years. And I mean, I hope there's no coolant in here. Let's find out. This water pump has been swapped out before. NPW right there. Look. I didn't use some RTV on the O-ring to keep it from falling off while I put it on. And we got some squeeze out right there in the back. I think we should be golden with this. And yeah, timing belt. Now, granted, my GSR motor that came out of this car took a crap, you know, and I stripped the block down. So that means somewhere in here, I have a tensioner bolt right there, and he doesn't have a lower cover. If you guys don't know, OBD1 and OBD2 lower covers are different. They have different mounting tabs, and yeah, this bottom cover is messed up. Crank chewed out this section. I drilled out that section, but having this is better than running it open, so I'm gonna use it, and I'm sure I got some bolts somewhere. Oh, got an instruction sheet. 1.7 liter 9293 D17A1. How about that?
He's like, fuck this. I don't need that shit.
Make sure your cam gears are pointing up, right? So that way all the valves are closed. So because I don't have the cover on here right now, I'm using a screwdriver to make sure the piston's at the very top, which indicates TBC. And there's also a line on the gear that you can match to the oil pump to ensure you are at the very top.
The fucking goat.
All right, guys. So I was hanging out with Paco for a little bit, chit-chatting. He just took off. We finished the timing side of the engine, right? Now it's time to move over to the transmission side. So we're going to be doing rim main seal, this guy, right? And we're going to be doing the clutch, flywheel, pressure plate, and that's right here. This came out of my Type R. It is an Exetti Stage 1 like OEM replacement, and it was fairly new when it went into my car, and I'm rocking the twin disc now. So this is going in there. Paco dropped off the starter because we ain't got one for this, and the release bearing is right here. Hell yeah, brother.
Winning.
Oh yeah. Yo, so I was chilling with my boy Joaquin, right? He just took off. Man, I'm pretty upset. So he was laying on my valve cover, right? Just chilling. And I just got back into the garage right now because Joaquin just left. But look at my valve cover. Just look at it. Somebody come look at this.
Evil.
You guys see this?
The cat scratched up his fucking valve cover. Evil. That's why I don't like cats.
Exetti OEM replacement clutch. You know, it's not that big of a deal when the engine comes in with no bolts. One of the reasons why I hoard a lot of these. Need some transmission bolts, and 5 of them at that.
Winning. All those fucking bolts, man. I thought I had a lot of bolts. That motherfucker's got a lot of bolts. Like I have hundreds of bolts, but this motherfucker's got thousands.
He brought me. He took it to O'Reilly's and it failed the test. So he is probably going to try and give me another one when he brings the car here, so we can install it before I put this into the car. But if he doesn't buy a new one, I do have an OBD2 right there that I can wire into the harness to run the square plug. But I'm not going to install that until we know for sure what he can bring me. So,
Winning.
So the only thing left back here is this right here, PVC valve, PCV, PVC, PCV. That's supposed to go up here to this guy. It's missing a bolt right there for the alternator bracket, filter, and this barb right here on the water neck is supposed to go to the idle air control valve, which we don't have, so I can't do any more back here. Aside from that, no throttle body. He forgot to leave that here yesterday, so I can't do anything with that. The only other thing that I could do is valve flash. I was just looking at this right here. There's no injectors, and I'm sure we spoke about it. We can use the injectors out of his car since his car is multi-point injected, and he's using OBD1 injectors. So we're just going to use those. Fuel rail, I'm sure I got one. I used to see it up here all the time.
This man's got a machete.
My roommate Jason kind of leaving his stuff all over the place.
This man said my roommate Jason leaving his stuff all over the place when he picked up a machete.
That should work.
Tough.
Fuel pressure regulator. Fuel pressure regulator. I know I used to see one sitting on the floor over here somewhere, but I know I have one somewhere because I just swapped one out with that one. But where is it? I know where the regulator went. It was on the manifold that was on the junkyard GSR that I took to the storage. So I'm probably gonna have to run to the storage to grab a few things anyways. So I'll snag that probably tomorrow. But we have a fuel rail, right? I'm probably gonna grab some of my spare injectors up there, stick it in here to make sure we got the right spacer, bolts, and nuts for this, so we can have that all ready for when we swap from the single cam. But yeah, right now I think the last thing I'm gonna do before we end this video, guys, is the valve lash and valve cover gasket. So the gasket, we have 3 tube seals from the new kit. We're missing one. I have a slightly used gasket right here, and I don't know if I'm gonna have to find another tube seal. Or actually, you know what? I have a gasket set that is on here that I just took off my CRX since I swapped the valve cover. So I might use that, but so guys, got the valve lash done, got the valve cover secured. This motor used to be turboed, but in this case, it's not going to be turboed anymore. So I'm going to have to remove this. Sorry, Christian, I have not told you yet, but I'm going to charge you for this cap because I just bought this. And to run this all motor, you're going to need it. So that way, we don't leak oil when this car's running all motor. All right, so Jesus just showed up, right? He came through with the header right there, and I'm probably gonna throw that on as well. I did put the gasket on right here, and I think the only other thing I'm just realizing now is that he does have a Hasford actuator for the cable to hydro, which is the same one I am running in this car. So I'm probably going to install that as well, and I think that's pretty much going to be it. I'm going to go through his engine and find out everything else he's missing, like just noticing now that he doesn't have a solenoid, and just small odds and ends, belt, alternator, and he doesn't have any hoses. But the other day, when I was working on that, I needed a GSR, right? GSR style hose. This guy brought me this one, and he brought me another one that he said may or may not work. As I'm looking at it, it's a B16 style. So this is going to work. Now Christian just needs to get the bottom one, B series. And like I said, all the small odds and ends, either he has it or we're using it off the single cam. So I'm going to go ahead and just button up those two guys right there, and we'll end this video. All right, guys. So that is going to wrap up this video. It is super cold. It is like, what time is it right now? It's 10:43, and I've been off and on with this engine all day. You know, Paco's chilling, Joaquin's chilling, now Jesus is chilling. So we putting up everything that we have that we can install on the engine. Just a little recap: we did the time cert on the post mount. We get the post mount installed. We have the water pump, the time belt, the tensioner with the bolt installed, crank, timing side, all buttoned up. In part of that, we did the valve lash, and then we secured the valve cover down with the gaskets. On the transmission side, we did the rear main seal, including the front main seal. We did the clutch, flywheel, pressure plate, transmission, starter, hashboard, hydro actuator kit. And then coming to the back side, the only thing we installed back here was the half shaft and some odds and ends like these guys right here. But aside from that, I think that's all we could do with all that we have. And Christian still has a whole bunch of the stuff that he still has to bring here, and a lot of stuff we got to route from the Salem camp. But we are making major progress here, and we are one big leap forward to getting this into its EF hatch. I have innovative motor mounts going on here, and also the innovative shift linkage that's going to be going on here as well too. So I can literally tell him to bring the car here tomorrow if we can get down, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I got to know what he has to help me complete everything. I don't think we have axles. You have axles? No axles. We still need axles, but for the most part, we can get the whole swap started and get the Salem cam out, and then plant this into the car. But we'll see tomorrow. But as far as right now goes, we are done with this video. So if you guys enjoyed the updates for Christian Honda Vlogs new engines for his hatch, be sure to give us a thumbs up. And if you guys want to see his car be swapped, be sure to hit the subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm not happy that you scratched my valve cover, bro. I'm still mad about that. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Winning. That was a good video. Dude, Dana's one of the one fucking cats I could sit there and watch. Like, that video is like 21 minutes long. Like, some videos you skip through, some videos you only watch 5 or 6 minutes of, but dude, putting in work. Good shit. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, fucking, you guys will get a laugh. I had this fucking, some old keyboard warrior commenting on some, almost 3-year-old video. It's pretty fucking hilarious. This fucking retard. Gene Ortiz. Love your intake, especially all the hot air it sucks in right next to the exhaust. Totally pointless. And he's talking about the silver car with the V2 intake. And then he commented again. He said, all that computer stuff, and you failed to take off your rev limiter. What? One, rev limiter was off, so you're an idiot. 2, I don't even have that car anymore. And don't have a V2 intake on it. And not to mention, and fucking engine bay isn't fucking airtight. If it was airtight, yeah, it would suck tons of air off the header. But the fact that it's sitting so low and it's parallel to the header, you got to think, when you're driving your car, the underside of your car has pockets where fresh air is coming in from underneath the car. You know what I mean? So if it was sealed up like an oven, yeah, for sure. But hot air does this really cool thing where hot air rises. It doesn't go downwards. So, yeah. People are fucking idiots. But yeah, I found that fucking hilarious. I love it when people get mouthy and try to talk some shit. And it's like, oh, bro, I really like your build. Oh, wait, you don't have any videos. You don't have a fucking DC5, or you don't have a build. You got no content. Who the fuck are you? The keyboard warriors, man, I love them. Got to feed the trolls. They need dinner. Shit, we're gonna stream for 2.5 hours. Shit, guys, I guess there's not that many people. There's a couple people in here, but fucking gonna wrap up shop. Probably go take the car for a drive, get some coffee. The usual fucking routine. But it's good shooting the shit with you guys. I'll catch y'all later. Have a good night. Be motherfucking y'all.